So hello, very warm and cordial welcome. Today we'll try to cover grade 6, grade 7 and grade 8 revision for the end of term exam. Okay, so I'll try to share the gist and the crux of what is going to come in exam. So as you are aware of that, we'll commence with grade 6 first. As you are aware of that, in exam we have in writing, as I told you in my previous video, it's segregated in four parts. It is divided in four parts, correct? And the topics are these for grade 6: places, environment, and science. In science, we're talking about modern technology, mobile phone, laptop, television. So these are the terminologies you must use in your writing when writing assessment come. Possibly the topic is environment, then you must be using what is happening these days: heat waves, dangerous, sunny, whether it's too windy or it is rainy. So I'll share the topics and then some samples. If the topic is places, you must talk about the common places in your countryside, whether they are crowded. Like for example, if you visit Dubai Mall, you'll find it most of the time it's crowded, correct? But if you go to desert area, desert safari, you see it's deserted, abandoned. There is nobody. If you go to supermarket, generally it's crowded in Eid break or generally. So you'll have to write this, but before you write, you must plan, and before you plan, there is an opinion-based question. We discussed this in previous video, but again I will share. So the writing part is segregated in four parts. The question number one is opinion based. What is your opinion? Okay, so all the questions are 5 marks each except question number three. It's an essay, it's an entire essay you have to write. So let me share one moment this sample. Okay, part one is asking your opinion. If you see here, they're asking your opinion. What is your opinion? The question is says that what do you why do you like your favorite animal the most? So for instance, your favorite animal is camel. I love camel because they provide us milk. I love eagles because they fly so high. They are the symbol of courage. Okay, for example, you just write two sentences. I think, in my opinion, camels are, in my opinion, camels are, for example, you can write camels provide us milk they can, and they can hold water for long in their hump. Okay, something like that. You write two sentences, you get full marks, 5 on 5. Then proceed to the next part: planning. You must plan your topic. For example, your favorite animal. If you're writing camel, so you can make a spider diagram. What is a spider diagram? Or make a graphic organizer. These are the graphic organizers. You can use any whichever you like. So here you write camel. It provides milk. It has hump. It can hold water. It lives in desert, and so something you're planning. Okay, so whatever comes in your mind, whatever you're going to write in your entire essay, that is your planner again. And then proceed on to question number three. That's when you have to write my favorite animal is. You have to write an entire essay on this, and it should be in paragraph. It should be synchronized. There should be proper coherence. Okay, you cannot write something which you were supposed to write at the end in the conclusion. That is why I love camel the most. So you cannot write this statement in the beginning. Okay, it likes to eat. What does camel, or basically the details it has for the feathers, scales. If you're talking about eagle, or whichever animal you're describing. Imagine your topic is climate change, so, or environment. So you have to talk about. One minute. You have to talk about that. Okay. So 1 minute, just a second. Yes. Let's move on to the next grade 7. If Sorry, I just missed the fourth part, which is very important. That's called inference, and I will share inference part. It's quite common for all the grades. What do you need to do? What is inference? Inference is basically an educational guess. So your educational guess says that if there is a let's say, 1 minute. Mm, Making inference. If you see, Ben looked out over the vast blue expanse before him. I wonder where I'll end up tonight, he thought to himself. He reached over to the rudder of maneuver himself back on course. The recent winds had wreaked havoc on his plans to make it back home in time for the weekend. He would have to radio in it with the coordinates to make sure no one got worried. An unfamiliar noise startled him, and he looked around. Where did you come from? He asked no one in particular. The bird wasn't like any he had seen before. It was smaller and looked very gentle. Are you friendly? He asked the bird before it flew away. Ben shook his head and laughed. I must be going mad, he thought to himself. So, where is Ben and what is he doing? Can you figure out where is he? Why might Ben be talking to a bird? Why? Maybe. Guess. I think, in my opinion, how do you think Ben feels right now? Is he lonely or what makes you say that? Okay? And can you imagine, can you draw where what is Ben doing or where is he? So look at the sample answer. Ben is on boat. What makes you say that? How do you know? He wanted to make it back home for the weekend, so he braved the strong winds to cross the water. Then what makes you say that why he was talking to bird? He was startled by a noise. It was mentioned in the text, right? He was like suddenly he heard the noise, and he turned to see the bird. He reacted by asking what the bird was doing and all. The point is basically how do you know this? Okay, how do you know you can say Ben may have been scared, so he might be afraid. Might you need to use these terminologies. It sounds like, or I think, in my opinion, if you're certain Anya was embarrassed, this is another one. Answer. Okay. She thinks she's clever. It is not a good idea. You need to tell. This is your drawing the conclusion. What is he doing? For instance, it sounds like he's about to steal items. It sounds like he may, he would. So you see how many times would is used here. This would involve the police and jail in time. Josiah would. He would go to jail because you're not 100% certain in inference question. You are making educational guess. Okay? So there is no correct answer here, but you must give some certain evidence. So for example, how do you think Ben feels right now? So if you see he laughed at the end, so he's like comfortable, he's happy, but at the same time he was startled somewhere. He was shocked, was startled here. So maybe at that point of time he was afraid. So you understand, you have to give evidence as well. When you give evidence, put in inverted speech. Okay, commas. That's the inference, and then there is a reading task for sure. My name is Sammy. My best friend's my pet dog. Before you read the text, I would suggest you to read the questions first. So, who is Sammy's best friend? So now the question is in your mind. I'm looking for a friend. Okay, who's the best friend? So my best friend is my dog. Now, what is the dog's name? Because the option dog is not here. Naturally, Rashid, Hamad can't be answered. It could be Tommy, but still you need to cross verify. So I call it Tommy. It's a small dog. Correct? What do you? So who is Sammy's best friend? And how is Tommy? Is he untidy? Is he lazy? And is he friendly and active? So if you see, make it exercise. He keep it clean. He is not untidy. He keeps the things clean, and he does a lot of hard work. So he's not lazy. So basically, he is active and friendly. That's the answer. So you read it, you answer it. Reading is entirely based on that. You have to read it thoroughly sometimes the questions are very much confusing, so don't lose hope there. And yeah, so if I talk about the maze now, maze is also common for grade 6, 7, 8, but their topics are different. I will share certain topics, common maze questions. I play many sports, but my favorite one is badminton. I play it once a week. So once a week. You should have sound knowledge of whatever the topic is going to come in your exam. So for example, grade 6, these are the grammar topics. Past simple, simple past, they will ask you simple past tense generally ends with ed in regular form. So you will have to see that if this is going to come in my exam, I must learn the past form of run is ran. Okay, the past form of dance is danced. So you must learn this, that simple past is this. Okay, and adjectives, you must be aware of the correct form of adjectives position. And then at last, conjunction, coordinating conjunction. I taught you fanboys. What is fanboys? um, One second, I'll tell you fanboys example. It's very simple: for and nor but yet so. Okay, so these coordinating conjunction, you must be aware of where do you use for, nor, for and nor, yet but so. So if you look at this example, one moment. The lady called for security. I don't think so. It's a correct example. For is used as a in place of because. So because of security, basically, the person was in jail for he killed the king, because he killed the king. So instead of using because, you're using for. And generally, and is connecting two sentences. She's good at playing sports at the same time, and she also loves to sing. Neither I likes nor I drink. So but used for contrast, correct? So if you can figure out these things, try to put this in maze question. Okay, sports. What do you do in your free time? What sports? Which is sports? So now you have to figure out which question form I can choose correctly, right? So this is another one. Said is a good boy. He liking or likes. So now this is present simple. He likes school so much. So now see, you have to check your topic, that what is going to come in your exam. And here it is. This is for grade 6. And if I talk about grade 7, your grammar topics are, which I teach generally, these four. And I have prepared PPT also in my class. I shared, if you remember. So these modal verbs, can and can't. I can do this, I can't do this. Okay, can I please, or I can't, something, ability to do, obligation and necessity. Then future simple. Grade 7 also have future simple. Let me share. Simple future, where you use will or shall. Okay, you also use going to. I am going to learn Arabic, so basically it's in future. I will learn, basically. And will you help me with my homework? So it's a future. We're talking about future. Okay, so that is again for grade 7. Then again, present time, present continuous. Now wherever you see continuous, continuous means ing. It's something happening, happening now, will be happening in future, or has happened in future, or was happening, sorry, in the future. So if it is present, so I am playing, I am teaching currently, I am recording, you see, currently, and I was recording it, then it would be past. If it is coming in your portion, let me check it. I think it's in grade 8. Yes, if you see, grade 8 has past, past continuous, no, present. It's present continuous only. So yes, grade 8 has past continuous. I remember this. So now in grade 8, the answer would be I was recording last month a video. Okay, so and in grade 7 it will be I am recording a video now. If it is something in grade 6, I don't know, whichever grade, if it is future, So future continuous will be, I think here future continuous is also there. So it will be, what will it be? I will be recording. You understand? The ing form of present continuous. I am working, you are working. Okay, next is adjective. Now adjective of superlative degree. In superlative degree you just put the est. Smart, smarter, smartest. Um, and this is, I'm talking about in regular forms. You put est. If it is if you remember, I taught you syllables. If it is more than one syllable, you have to write most comfortable, most beautiful, the most beautiful building on earth, museum of the future, most the tallest building on earth, it's Burj Khalifa. And these are the certain irregular superlative: best, worst. Okay, so best, least, most expensive watch is Rado, I don't know, whatever, whichever, Jacob, I guess. So you understand, you are using just est. This is the regular form, and then very simple. Don't worry. The point is that you must write. You don't leave any question unattempted, please, because there is no negative marking. There is no harm. Try to justify, try to read the questions very thoroughly. You need to inference question is just 2 marks and 3 marks. You just have to, in justification, you have to pick a phrase from the text. What makes you say that? Simply, in opinion based question, you just have to write 2 sentences with I think, in my opinion. So it's not a big deal, guys. You can do it. But I request you, I humbly request you, please make sure that you do not leave any question unattempted. This is for grade 8 or 7 I have prepared. For example, write about ways of promoting a fundraiser in your local community to help the needy people. So you need to plan here, and then write about a typical day. How could you make your day interesting? This is for leisure activity. What activity would you like to do? And then uh, reason for this activity. Let's say any activity you're going to spend your time with family, or something new you're going to do. And then mm, there was one more. Sports. Sport topic is very common. I think it's there in grade 7 and grade 8 as well, I guess. I'm not sure. Let me check. So, sports and leisure activities. Uh, which is your favorite sport? I'll share one sample answer with you. And so, let's say you're talking about swimming. Okay. Um, one moment. Sports are important because they keep us healthy, making our bodies strong and gives us energy. We enjoy both indoor and outdoor activities. Right now we don't suggest outdoor sports because it's heat wave and the weather is really high. The temperature is really high. But you can just talk about at least 3 paragraphs. The more you write, I mean, you're explicating your thoughts. Correct. The more chances are, the examiner, whoever is marking your exam scripts, will have a lot of information available. If you write exactly seven, for instance, 70 words or 100 words, 70 words, try it. There's no harm in writing more. Okay, use your time wisely, but please do maintain the word limit. Don't write less than. Try to always write more than that. Okay, and again, humble request: do not leave any question unattempted. So, holiday question will be based on holiday. You're going travel. So, let's say traveling. What comes in your mind when you travel? Um this is a sample answer. You can take a screenshot or something, and I won't be reading long. But again, this was grade 7. Give me a second. We discussed that. Okay, just a second. So writing part, again, it's 40 marks. Planning plus opinion based, it's 10 marks. Then essay, and then at last write a plan for the rest of your story. So there is a story given, and then planning. Uh, this is for grade 8. How much opinion? So they are asking opinion of NASA when he arrives. So again, opinion based questions are very important. You're reading, this is inference and justification question. why is your answer inference to the question is the best answer? I think my answer is the best because you're taking certain thing from the text, because Hamad was receiving his honors degree in Abu Dhabi. He is receiving when he got an email from a famous astronaut. So let's say any question they're asking, and then you're giving a proper evidence. Okay, copy the exact phrase. This makes you say that, and then answer. Okay. So wish you again all the very best. Do plan it. If you write at least 5-7 words in your planning, you'll get 5 on 5. Okay. Try to gain more marks. Be smart, and all the very best for the upcoming exam. And again, these are the topics for grade 7 people, travel and sports and leisure activities. I already shared in my past video. And these are the topics for grade 8 people, expeditions. And expedition is journey. It's a good topic. It could be, just now we saw NASA sample, right? NASA. So it could be a space journey, it could be voyage, sea journey, it could be any kind of journey. And then places, harbor, rainforest, season. So grade 8, try to use these terminologies which we have done in the classes. All the very best. Again, inferences, try to answer it very carefully. Use the words like I think, in my opinion, it sounds like. And planning, again, use these graphic organizer. And one last advice or suggestion is that please, I humbly request you to use your time wisely, and do not leave any question unattempted. Thank you so much, guys. All the very best for the exam. Take care. Good afternoon.